So, welcome to the perfect hat trick, the perfect cocktail of pub, football and beer, or as some of us drink, slimline tonic and gins.
Archie.
Or desperados.
Or desperados. Who's going to tell Mick out more?
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Yeah,
it's a tough
yeah.
one. So tonight we've got a very smug Chelsea fan in Joe. The Blues are 9 points clear at the top, so where West Ham dream of being. I don't know if you're not. You can't laugh, Forest fan. Then we've got Archie, whose mum's let him out for the night.
Hey.
And John, the Nottingham Forest historian, has come back to suffer again.
Hello,
this time,
everyone.
he's not going to the toilet.
I'm not going to the toilet. I don't care what I have to do. I'm not going to the toilet.
Wimp. So tonight we're going to start with you, seeing as you're the experienced one. You're a regular of the show.
I am 2 for 2.
2 for 2.
2 for 2. 100% record. What more do you want?
So Nottingham Forest seem to have turned things around recently.
Yep. 15th in the league now.
It's 4 wins in 5.
4 wins in 5. 1 clean sheet. Got rid of the goalkeeper like I told him to.
So what's the name of this new keeper?
The new keeper, as he looks at his notes, is Henderson. Yes, yes.
Knew it. He's
I'm
such a devoted fan.
fully prepared for this tonight. I've got notes.
You've got rid of your last manager, obviously.
Yep. Montania, gone.
I know that there was talks of Colin Moore coming in, but
Yep.
he's got with it.
He had a meeting with Faraz down in London for about an hour and a half, and ducked out.
Apparently, he said I read that he said they didn't think the board would implement changes as quick as he wanted them.
Yeah,
it's all about Stan, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, he wanted to come in. He wanted to take over. I personally would have loved it. I think he'd been brilliant.
Fans would have bought into him. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. He's a legend. He's an absolute legend. And he would have turned it around. But we've got Gary Brazil and Jack Leicester, who were the under 21s. They've come in caretakers.
Gary Brazil's done very well.
Done all right.
Second time as caretaker.
Yeah.
A lot better this time.
Yep.
Should he stay in the job?
Until Clough comes next year.
Yeah.
Yep. 100%.
He's blown out though, isn't he?
Wasn't right for Clough. There's no loyalty in football anymore. But I tell you what, Clough's gone up in my estimations for not taking the job.
Yeah.
He stayed with Burton. He got him into the Championship, and he wanted to keep him in the Championship. But I think the call from Forest will be too big when it changes in the summer.
Yeah.
But we have got a Clough playing for us.
Yeah.
Zach Clough.
Oh, really?
Yes, we signed a striker called Zach Clough from Bolton.
Any sort of relation?
No. None at all. Just a
just
strange
seen the name
name.
and thought you might be.
Yeah. At least we can appease the fans by saying we signed a Clough.
We've got a Clough in
That's
the
it. That's it. So that's what they did in the transfer window.
Why not? Why not?
Exactly.
And I know you've got Norwich away next.
Yeah, I
Thoughts?
tough. It's got Carrow Road. Is it still Carrow Road? It is, isn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, is it the Aviva Stadium now or something like that?
Let's be having you.
Yeah.
That's
oh yeah.
I remember.
Yeah.
Brian Gunn, Delia Smith,
Brian Gunn and Delia Smith smashed out of her face, thinking it would be a good idea to go on the pitch at half time and rile up the crowd.
An absolute balance.
She done well. But yeah, I think it depends if the new players gel. Who's to say? Got on a nice little run. We're actually only about 10 points off 6th place. That's how ridiculous the Championship is.
15th.
No, off 6th place. We're 10 points off 6th place.
Yeah,
being in 15th.
Being 15th.
You put a good run together in the Championship. Anyone can beat anyone, and you can surge up that league. We was 3 points off relegation 2 weeks ago.
Well, yeah, that's true.
It's ridiculous. You know, we're now just below halfway. So
there's a lot of good. I know in the Championship, like Huddersfield are doing really well.
Huddersfield doing all right. And
8 weeks
Newcastle
into.
obviously are the team, aren't
Yeah,
they?
they're the ones to beat. So basically, it's like who's going to get second.
Who's going to
Brighton
get second? Brighton are up there, but Brighton will drop a few points. I reckon.
Forward, yeah.
And Newcastle will drop in points as well. So it's whether or not I think they're a home run really for the Championship. But like I say, anyone can beat anyone in the Championship. So
Tough
to
one
wait
to
and
get out.
see.
It's a tough one to get out.
Been in there like 15 years.
These guys wouldn't know what it's like.
I'm not jealous.
And spell there, so.
Yeah, well, I've got my red top on. We have got 2 gold stars. So I don't know. I don't know what that means to you guys, but we won the European Cup twice.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Not fair enough. But we don't know, innit? You want to be it, didn't it?
Badly. Sorry, Dad, but I really want to be it.
He hasn't touched on that.
I'm not going to. Honest. Right. What did you just do? I honestly have not had a beer there, but I promise you, babe.
Of course, yeah. So now we'll move on to our youngest member of the panel, Archie. How you doing?
All right. Don't really know what I'm saying, but
Archie, you've gone red, mate.
Yeah.
He has gone really red.
I'm always red.
You are always red, but you've
I'm
gone
always-
very red.
Yeah.
It's a desperado.
Is it?
He's
Oh,
still
he's
not drinking for 2 months. He's kicking in.
Bless
Are you sure you don't want a fruit shoot? Because I can pop down and get you one.
I got red after my first Desperado as well.
Yeah. But we're carrying him home later.
Yeah. What's your mum's number? Come on, we'll get to come to you.
So obviously Tottenham in second place, so you've got to be happy with that. But
Buzzing.
second place for Tottenham is the catalyst for it all to go wrong.
Oh, it's always going to go wrong. It's shown last year, 2-horse race, and we still come fourth. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's
Like,
amazing.
really,
It's quite an achievement.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Nice. It's a lot better this year. We've got back four that I'm actually confident in. We don't concede last minute goals anymore. We seem to be scoring them, so
Yeah.
it's working.
Yeah, it's happened. His last minute goal was that in the cup? He scored last minute one. We went
Wickham won it.
Wickham
3-2 down, 10 men.
Yeah, that's not Tottenham, but they're doing that, man, don't they? They really are. They're sort of coming into that and just nicking these points and progressing.
Never know, need a few more. Chelsea drop some. Could be sliding up.
I was going to argue it's a 9-point gap.
That's never happened.
But
It's not happening.
yeah, that's happened before. There's been bigger gaps that have been collapsed. I know Chelsea are looking pretty strong. Conte's got them together, but
the way Conte's got them playing, there's nothing happening. I think it's shut already. Door's shut. As long as we get Champions League on that, man.
it's going to be Europa, though, isn't it?
It is. It definitely is. It's just a no-brainer. We'll win Europa and that'll be it. Like
Buy your ticket away to Croatia. That's all you got to sort out.
buzzing.
We dream of that anyway.
Oh mate, I'm not even thinking about anything. I'm just living in the past as always.
Why go to Croatia when you can go to Norwich?
Exactly.
That's what you want to say.
Exactly.
But do you think that is there any chance that they could do it, or and do you think? Well, Arsenal would definitely. I mean, Arsenal. I spoke to an Arsenal fan the other day, and he said he's gutted to be out of the title race, and I said, "Well, you need to be in it first." I don't think they've been anywhere near a title race, so I think that's a bold statement. But who else can sort of take the spot?
I think we really have got the team to do it. Like, it's coming through so much. Defence has come through. We're getting. If we ain't got goals up top, it showed halfway through the season when Kane weren't scoring. They just seem to be coming from midfield. So we've got goals coming from everywhere. But it's a fact of if we can keep it going, which we should. But then again, there's always a kind of injuries that can ruin anyone's season.
What's your backup like? You got that
We've got quite a- yeah, we've got a strong-
scoring goals when he started the season.
We've got a strong. Every week I look at it, the bench is looking strong. Like
Give up that one.
no, the bench is looking strong all the time. Like, I've got the likes of Son, even the youngsters like Tom Carroll. He keeps coming late in the City game, I believe, and he came in, held his own, and he was popping the ball around like he'd been playing in these games for years. Like no
Yeah.
experience.
Quite funny thing about Tom Carroll, because I know someone inside football. I not want to name drop because this is probably libelous. But when sort of finished with youth ranks, apparently there's someone within the club, whether it's a manager or youth coach, they have these round where they get rid of these young players and they just say they're no good enough. And within Tottenham, you're allowed one to keep, even if they say like a wild card kind of thing.
Take him home, man.
Just keys in the box. But yeah, so Tom Carroll has sort of been let go by certain people within the club, but has been kept on through this wild card. So apparently he's a bit of a lucky one to still be there.
Well,
So he's
glad
proving the
he's
wrong.
still there.
He's proving
Yeah,
the doubt was wrong, isn't he?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
everything
good
like
time.
wild cards.
Even to get on the
right.
bench is an achievement when you're that young, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, and
Could have driven him on as well. You know?
Exactly. He's getting game time as well, isn't he?
Big game time Europa as well. He's getting loads in Europa.
Yeah,
Like, might as
get
well
him out of it.
get us out of it, keep him in here. But
Well, you are my prediction to win the league.
Yeah, beginning of the season, that's mine as well.
Yeah.
I mean, that's hard.
Well, Spurs.
Yeah,
You never watched football.
No, I just fancied them for some reason. No.
I mean, not now. But
Not now,
beginning of the
obviously. But
Yeah.
at the start of the season, I just thought there was something special coming. I thought Ali and Kane were playing well together. I think Lloris is a great goalkeeper. Like I
He's
say,
unreal.
the back four is as good as it's probably been for a lot of years for Tottenham. And I just believe in the foundations of a back four. If you don't concede goals, obviously you don't lose. And I honestly thought they'd really put up a good charge. And they're doing all right. It's just Chelsea are just As well.
I think it's the draws that are killing Tottenham.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
You look at
for
it,
Sunderland.
Absolutely.
But they don't have the experience of winning in their team, I think.
No.
So winning trophies that some other teams have. So
Back
the
in
ruthlessness.
80s, it's one of those 80s thing, isn't it, again?
Yeah.
All right, in the FA Cup. Gaza and Hoddle and Waddle were there, but yeah, no, recent times. It's
Are
been a
we
bit
talking
low.
about old-time football again?
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Are we talking about old-time, not the right football again?
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Yeah, but
But
people have
I
heard of them, lot.
Yeah, I know.
Tottenham have lost fewer games than Chelsea this season. I think Chelsea lost 3 and
Yeah.
Tottenham only lost 2, so
Too many draws.
I think they've got the best defence as well.
Was, but
Spurs,
I think they've just overtook us now.
maybe.
When we conceded,
It's
I
close.
think we're on 15. You're on 14.
But I think, to be honest, I rate the Spurs team, and I think they're up there with Chelsea, or they could be up there with Chelsea if they just killed off those games. That I think they got 8 draws maybe this season, and that's what's killing them.
It's right what you say though, they haven't got that. I mean, Kane's good, but I don't think he's
not
quite
there.
there as Costa. Yeah,
Nah.
you know what I mean? And Costa can kill your game.
Yeah,
You know,
he's
in the blink of an eye.
Costa's
You know,
a bit younger.
There's only one goal
Yeah.
behind him, though.
Yeah,
This season, only one behind him.
I think it's just when Kane's having a bad game, the whole time
He seems to
Yeah.
kind of go through the team, doesn't it?
I don't know. Talking about that song, he always
Yeah,
seems
I
to
like
come
that.
up with a winner.
Oh, he's
and
brilliant.
Yeah,
Spurs
he's
lead.
I think he's brilliant.
On the
When
radar.
he first started, when he come over, I'd always said to my family, like, he's going to be good, he's going to be good. And then always doubted it. And then he started to shine through. He had quite a slow start to it. And he just come out of nowhere, and Gary's just...
When Kane was injured or was Kane suspended, and he just came in and played on top, didn't he? I think he's got like 4 or 5
He was
goals.
in-
or
he was
so.
injured, I think. Wasn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
injured,
yeah.
he came in. I didn't fancy Tottenham then because I thought
He
Kane's
got
a
the 3 and
talisman.
5, didn't he?
Yeah, something silly like that. He
Oh,
banged them in for fun, so good player to have on the bench.
That was funny as well. That was just...
You've dreamt about that, ain't you?
I've lived it back many times.
But he only just squeezed past Middlesbrough 1-0 at the weekend, and much tougher test away Liverpool. Well, I say a tougher
Oh,
test.
come on, Liverpool.
Yeah,
capitulating at the moment.
not one game
Liverpool
this
were my
season.
prediction for the start of the season. I
Yeah.
thought Liverpool, like the team they've got, the way they started to play with Klopp, I thought they was really going to push through it. But the defence is sloppy.
It's awful.
The keepers as well.
I'm surprised I didn't go for Joe Hart.
I would have gone for Joe.
Yeah,
I don't know
no,
what City were doing getting rid of him.
I don't know what's. Yeah.
I think City are regretting getting rid of him.
Yeah.
Well, they've gone back to Caballero now,
Yeah,
haven't
right,
they?
yeah.
And the
He's-
Bravo's nowhere to be seen, is he? Is he even on the bench?
Well, let's be fair. Who was that game against Bravo? Everton, wasn't it? Was it Everton?
Oh, it was awful.
Absolutely. It was Everton, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Awful in most
Absolute
games.
mess.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah, and I stupidly had him
I
in his
think
dream
that's-
team until last week. But no, we had this chat, didn't we, last time we was here, and he's just, Man City
He's-
must be ruined
yeah.
getting rid of Joe Hart.
Yeah.
But having said that, I heard Joe Hart had an absolute howler at the weekend from a back pass.
He had one coming out for a cross as well, a couple of
Did
weeks
he?
back. Yeah, it was a little funny.
Yeah, I think he had a howler this weekend as well, and a probably back pass, and it just,
Oh no.
no, they're the bad ones, aren't they?
Out of sight, out of mind, though.
Yeah.
Everyone keeps talking about bringing Joe Hart back. No one's watching.
Yeah, exactly.
Luckily, no one watches Italian football in England anymore.
Yeah.
I'm watching Italian football in Italy, so
Yeah, true.
the crowds are awful there.
Boring off stuff. So obviously, Kane's doing very well, but top of the scoring charts is Lukaku, who I always saw as the next Drogba. I mean, I think he's so similar to him. He's powerful, he's direct, but why did Chelsea let him go?
You know what? There's players that Chelsea have let go, Lukaku, De Bruyne, where certain managers haven't fancied him and he's let him go, and whether that will come back to haunt us. Lukaku was a Chelsea fan growing up as well. I remember seeing some random documentary about him doing a tour of Stamford Bridge when he was a kid, saying, "Yeah, I'm going to be a Chelsea great and stuff." But to be honest, I'd like Lukaku to come back, but in my heart, is he a striker that's going to win you the Champions League? I'm not convinced.
Yeah.
He seems to bang 4 in and then go missing for 10 games for me.
He's not a worldie, is he?
No, he's not. It's the consistency with Lukaku. Costa, even if he doesn't score, he still does everything else right in his game. Whereas Lukaku, I think, he'll score 4 and then the next 2 games he won't score, and he also won't give anything else to the team. And Everton will lose. So I don't think he's there quite yet. But again, he's still young.
He is young, yeah.
He's still young.
23, 24, isn't he?
23, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of time to grow, isn't it?
And he's
It's
got another 10 years.
Yeah.
Top flight.
Yeah. Strikers as well, they seem to be getting better later as well, I think.
Look at Ibrahimovic.
Well, yeah.
Ibrahimovic, he's
Yeah.
35 and he's
Yeah.
got 20 goals this season.
When you look at some
Ridiculous.
strikers, like take a couple of Liverpool strikers, Owen and Torres, they seem to be from 18 until late 20s, and then
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
it. Whereas I think strikers like Costa and Lukaku, because they're more physical type
bigger
players,
and stronger.
as they get stronger and more experienced, they're only going to get better with age. Yeah.
Time will tell.
Yeah.
Hello, Brit. That's on.
Malonga.
Some
Yeah.
longer, yeah.
Some Belonga.
How old is he?
I think he's only 24,
He's
25.
class.
He is good.
He's so good.
He
I
is good.
used to be a Dagenham fan, rather. Always in League One, I was a Dagenham fan. Oh my god, that's Mbulonga ripped us to shreds.
good.
Every time we played him, I think he's scored 2 every time.
He's just a beast.
He's ridiculous.
He's so fast, he's so strong, he's just got everything to be a really,
Everything you
really
want.
top striker. And he's still young enough as well. But he had such a bad knee injury year and a half ago. And Forest got him through that, obviously did a lot of physio with him. I think he could have gone when he came back fit, but I think he showed his true worth by staying with the club, you know what I mean? Because they obviously got him through a bad time.
So moving on to the smuggest, happiest man here, Chelsea man. You got rid of the special one and got the special two in Conte and Kante. So
Well, yeah, it's all looking pretty rosy right now to be a Chelsea fan. 9 points clear. Tottenham and Liverpool got to play each other this weekend as well, and I think Chelsea fans will be bizarrely hoping for a Liverpool win because they've fallen by the wayside and it doesn't look like they're going to have a sniff of being in the race. But if Liverpool can win, maybe a few other results, then you're looking at 12 points clear. You don't want to count your chickens, but
yeah.
if Chelsea don't win the league,
Yeah.
then something's gone seriously wrong, and I can't see a Conte team. I can't see a Conte team losing it now. To be honest,
We've lost 3 all season, haven't we?
3 all season, yeah.
And you're
That
not
was,
gonna
that
lose
was
3
Arsenal,
with the remainder
Liverpool,
of the season.
and Spurs. I think where Chelsea are strong and where they're going to win the league is. I mean, we've got what looks like a tough game, Burnley as well. But I think Chelsea seem to get through those games where other teams sometimes don't. But this season,
I can't see you slipping up, can't see you losing.
no.
I know it's just you can't say you're going to win every game, but I can't see you losing.
Yeah, I don't want to say, it's knocking, and then in 3 months' time be
And then
back
you've
on
got
it
every
and
game,
everyone going, "Oh, do you remember this?" But-
We've got it back to you.
Yeah, but there's no European football as well. We've got 1 game a week really. Conte's got a week with the players, and no injuries as well. Touch wood. Same players starting every game. He sort of shifts around with Pedro and Willian a bit, but that's
William
really
started
the only
trained, didn't he, this season as well?
Yeah.
And he's fed out a little bit, hasn't he?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
He was your player of the season, last
Yeah.
he was the only
yeah.
one who looked like he cared last
Yeah.
season. I think Pedro. I think he's come on leaps and bounds. To be honest, he's looking like the player he could have been at Barcelona when he first came to Chelsea. I thought, maybe he was one of those Barcelona youths that look good at Barcelona and then go somewhere else. Like Bojan and Stoke and stuff.
Yeah.
They seem to, when they're not playing in Barcelona with that philosophy, they struggle. But Pedro, I've been really impressed with Pedro, and I'd be starting Pedro over Willian now.
Because United were sniffing around him, weren't they? And then Chelsea picked him, didn't they?
Yeah,
I mean, he's a good player.
he is good,
player.
I don't know if Man U.
That one's for my son because he supports Man U. So.
Oh really? Yeah. Well, how does he feel about Mourinho? I think he's lost the plot.
It's a tough one with Mourinho. Isn't it? He's never going to stay anywhere very long.
No.
He's going to do 3-4 years wherever he is. I don't think he's the man to be the next great United manager.
I think if he doesn't get success quickly at United, he'll go. And Mourinho seems to have a negative effect on clubs he leaves, right?
And he blames the players, he blames officials, he blames reporters.
Yeah.
That if you don't know the answer to that question, why are you holding the microphone? I mean, that's just ridiculous. It's not how you treat a parent, you treat the press.
No.
You're going to have people turning on you, and they're going to turn on the club as well. And they're not playing great at the moment, United. They're picking it up a bit.
Yeah.
Mkhitaryan, I think, is brilliant. I think he'd walk into any team. At the moment, he's playing out of his skin. He's the best player that United have got at the moment. Obviously, Ibrahimovic is smashing it. But he's always going to score goals no matter where he is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
What are you saying about Lukaku being let go as being unfancied, and then Pogba he let go for some peanuts and bought back for 89? Just
great business.
we were saying every last time, that's the worst bit of football business ever.
It's ridiculous.
It's got
Isn't it? It's ridiculous.
The thing is, what would you say? Should they have let him go out on loan, Pogba?
We should have brought Scholes back out of retirement. I mean, that's kicking the balls.
That was what set him off.
Yeah,
wasn't
true,
it?
yeah.
That was what set him off.
Was Pogba ready for the Man U first team at that moment in time?
Everyone said yeah. But who was the manager at the time? Was it Ferguson?
Was Fergie?
It was Fergie. He just didn't fancy him. Thought he was too young.
I mean, if you're asking me if I trust Ferguson's opinion or
Or more
everyone else,
Well, yeah.
exactly. So I mean, I don't know. Those, when he went to Juventus and stuff, that might have made him the player he was. Would he have got loaned to Juventus, or would he have gone to Brentford or something?
Possibly, but even the United players, when they said he was coming in the training with him, he's all elbows and physical and knocking him off the ball. He didn't give a crap.
Yeah.
He was knocking established Manchester United players off the ball as a 17-year-old. Do you know what I mean? So I think he was ready.
Yeah.
I think maybe he had a bit.
I mean, I don't think
he
he set the world on fire. This
I don't.
season.
No, he hasn't yet. But I think
Well, as
you
much
don't
expensive
spend
player, you expect more, don't you?
Give him time.
You don't spend 89 million without. It's an investment, isn't it?
Watching him at Juve. Did you watch him when he was at Juve?
Yeah.
His Juve days were unreal.
But Italian football's so different to
It
English.
is different. He had so much time on the ball.
Exactly.
Whereas this league you don't. But
I think he
it's only a
struggled.
matter of time.
He struggled the first few games for United because the physicality and the
Yeah.
pace of it, and he wasn't quite up to speed. But I think he's getting more and more into
Slowly.
every game. He's getting there.
Do you pay 89 million
For someone
who's going to take a season and a half to get there?
No, not at all. You shouldn't have to.
Need some results, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's got to be.
It's like we did with Lamella, but obviously not 88 million. I think we paid up 33 for him. He was useless for the 6 months, and then he just started popping into it.
Yeah.
And then
Drogba was the same at Chelsea.
Yeah.
A lot of Chelsea fans were on Drogba's back to begin with, throwing himself on the floor all the time, wasn't getting goals and stuff. But look where he ended up for the club. So.
Chelsea legend, didn't he?
Drogba's too interested in emojis. That's his problem.
Hashtag pop.
Yeah,
Hashtag
yeah.
pop. Yeah.
Forget about it.
Yeah.
And those handshakes.
I have.
Yeah. Any other players within Chelsea sort of stood out for you this season?
Well, I mean, Kante's the one. I mean,
Unbelievable.
what a player!
Yeah.
I think if you offered him to any club around the world now for 60 million, they'd bite your hand off for it. And he seems under the radar as well because what he does, he don't score, he don't get assists, but mopping up like he did at Leicester. You had Danny Drinkwater, and then you had Kante to the left of him and Kante to the right of him, and it's the same at Chelsea. Matic stays fairly central, drifts out left a bit more, but Kante just pops up everywhere. He's phenomenal engine on that guy.
He must run. The ground he must cover.
He warms up by doing a marathon, I think.
Yeah.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
Runs through mountains.
Yeah, no, but he's not just a workhorse. I mean, we had Ramirez who probably does as much running as Kante, but technically and stuff, he wasn't as good as Kante. Kante wins the ball back, and he can see a pass, and he can play it simple when he needs to as well. No, he's awesome, Kante. I mean, where did Leicester get him from?
It's unreal, isn't it? It's like Mahrez, isn't it? Where Leicester got Mahrez from?
Yeah,
Come
but
under the radar as well.
Kante's doing it again this
Yeah,
season.
exactly. Mahrez
Mahrez
isn't.
Yeah.
But I get what you're saying. I mean, Kante makes that team tick, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He does. He does.
And that's infectious when you have a player like that.
Yeah, I think it is.
Picks everyone up.
When you see someone putting that much effort in, it doesn't give you an excuse not to run. If that makes sense. Because you see Kante, you think, hang on, he was over there a minute, and now he's over there winning the ball. I better put some work in as well. And I think Conte puts that into the team as well. I think he's a perfect Conte player because Conte demands work from his team.
Yeah, it's like me at the gym. When I'm on the treadmill and people see me.
Yeah,
go for it.
I get it.
And I go over to like the pull down.
Yeah.
So I know what they're called.
Yeah. The pull down thing. The pull down thing.
I'm ripping it.
That's the you're ripping it up. Yeah. And that's it. Yeah. Everyone knows.
Yeah. Absolutely. So moving on. We saw earlier today that I think the Costa Conte sort of relationship is perfect. I think as he quoted it now. So do you think he'll be buggering off to China next year, or
I don't know. To be honest, I mean, you never know what they're saying in the papers, right? I mean, it was never definite. It was never proven, if you know what I mean. That there was this China rumor, and apparently Conte said to him, go off to China then, or whatever. I don't know if it was all just paper talk or whether Costa's looking for a new contract or more money and stuff. For me, you was top scorer in the league, you're top of the Premier League. Why would you go to China in January?
30 million a year.
Yeah. 30 million a year. Go in the summer though.
But he must have enough money in the
really
bank.
want
Yeah,
it's not like he's poor.
He's not,
It's not like he's struggling, is he?
Exactly, yeah.
He's not got little carrier bags in the back of his car.
Yeah, I'll bring my own.
No, I think he'll stay. I think Conte will get him to stay. Me and a lot of Chelsea fans, I think, have a lot of trust in Conte as well. What he's doing with the young players as well, I think, is good as well. Chalobah, Loftus-Cheek, he's brought Ake back.
That's very good.
I think Chalobah has got more chance of making it as Chelsea than Loftus-Cheek.
Well, Forest had him on loan, didn't they?
Yeah.
2 seasons ago. And he was excellent in the
Yes.
Championship. He was so good.
Whenever he's come on for Chelsea, he played in the Cup and Loftus-Cheek played, and everyone's going on about Loftus-Cheek because he's the one that everyone goes on about. But I thought Chalobah impressed me the most.
Yeah, he was
in that
excellent.
game. And I think with Loftus-Cheek, because he's such a big lad as well. I mean, he looks like a 30-year-old bloke, and he's only early 20s now. I think sometimes what happens is kids that are big when they're young, they look better than they are when they're playing against other kids that are smaller than them. And he, no doubt he's got talent, but for me, has he got the desire that you need to have as a Chelsea player? And I'm not sure. As Chalobah looks like he wants it.
Yeah.
He looks like he's if he doesn't make it, it'll be because he weren't good enough, not because he didn't try hard enough.
Fair enough. Well, we've heard from our guests about their clubs. Next, we're going to talk about some general football topics. We're going to take a little break now because Archie's gagging for a hooch.
They still make hooches.
Did you bring your ID?
Luckily, I did. I left it at home.
Did you? What's your mum's number again? Come on, you bring your ID. Alright.
But yeah, we'll see you back. We're going to go and refill and we'll be back in a bit. Thanks.
It's disgraceful.
So welcome back to the Perfect Hat-Trick Part 2. Archie is fully refreshed now. Ouch! Enjoy that, mate?
I actually am. It's really nice.
It's one of those things you think, that's not too bad.
I see you come out. I thought I'm never going to like this. I'm going to have to pass this on to someone else and let it drink. But it's alright. I'm not a pregnant lady, so I'm allowed to drink it.
Okay, well, I'm glad we've clarified. Cheers, Archie. Just quickly have to talk about the, collapse of Leicester, champions of the Premier League. Could they be the first team to win the title and then actually get relegated?
No.
That'd be brilliant.
Definitely.
No.
Don't think so.
No.
Okay. Well, you're the historian around here, so
No, it's not about history. I just think they've got enough good players and a good manager. I just think
I
there was
wouldn't want
going
it
to
for
be.
Ranieri. I love Ranieri.
I love Ranieri as well. You must love Ranieri as well.
Yeah, I do. I've got a lot of time for him.
I'd hate to see Ranieri win the league one year and get relegated the next.
Yeah, it's quality.
There's other teams out there that aren't as good as Leicester and will never do what Leicester did last season. I just genuinely don't think, I hope, as much as I don't think, I just hope they don't get relegated. And I hate Leicester. Coming from as a Forest fan.
Yeah, I suppose it's close, isn't it?
I genuinely, really, really hope they stay up.
Yeah. He's just a lovely man. He is a lovely man. Nobody dislikes him. There's nobody in football that dislikes him.
No, he's brilliant. He's just the nicest bloke. A bit like you.
I worry about Leicester, mate.
That's I'm the Ranieri non-league.
You are non-league Ranieri.
No, I worry about Leicester though. I think the teams below them are starting to do well at a time when Leicester are doing badly, and I don't know what it is because they've lost Kante. He's obviously a big loss, but it's not a bigger loss as it should be from going and winning the league to getting relegated.
Yeah.
But I think Leicester are starting to play differently. I think they thought they was up there now with the big boys, and Ranieri's tried to change it. He's got Vardy trying to, he's not just running in behind anymore. He's trying to link up play and stuff like that. And I just think he needs to go back to basics and say, all right, we're in a relegation battle again now. Let's admit it. I think Schmeichel came out after the game of the weekend and said, there's a danger of it. We're in a relegation battle. We need to go back to what we did to get out of relegation, which is what they did. And then they carried that on, and then they just somehow won the league doing it. So I think if they do that, they'll be all right. But I don't know, Ranieri, he doesn't seem that passionate about it anymore.
Do you think they will go down then? It sounds like you
I don't think they will, because as you say, there's worse teams than them in the league. Yeah. Pound for pound, player for player. But if they don't turn it around and teams like Hull start continue doing what they've been doing and performing and picking up points, then I do fear for them. But like you say, I'd hate to see Ranieri get relegated.
I think other teams have sussed out Leicester as well. They've played as well.
Yeah, that's always the second season syndrome.
Exactly, that was the thing as well. Yeah. Last season, they whatever they did turned to gold, didn't it? Yeah. They couldn't do anything wrong last season. They were winning games like 1-0.
Yeah. Even when they were 2-0 down. 20 minutes to go, and they were turning it around.
But even when they were 1-0, winning games 1-0, the other teams were hitting the post and stuff like that. It was just their lucky season last year. You know what I mean? Played some great football. Vardy was unstoppable last season, but I think he's been found out of it as well.
Leicester haven't scored in 5.
Yeah.
I mean, Vardy should totally off the ball.
Yeah.
But is he just a one-man well, without Kante obviously, but they rely on him too much. Mahrez has been injured for a bit
Yeah.
as well, which hasn't helped. But
they're conceding silly goals. You know,
Last season, they rarely ever conceded from
yeah, well,
crosses,
you
whereas
got
now.
Morgan and Hoof at centre backs. You know what I mean? And they're two of the strongest, most physical. That was a great partnership last year, wasn't it? Nothing got past them.
Well, it's the experience. It's the experience,
Exactly.
isn't it?
I love Morgan.
Yeah, very
Ex-Forest lad.
Oh, ex-Forest as well. Surprise, surprise. You like him? Yeah.
But Schmeichel was unplayable last year.
He's been out, to be fair, as well. For
he's. I just would hate seeing that.
Yeah.
He's so sad. But funny at the
There's
same
more
time
teams.
for a Forest.
Well, but you've got one of those future trivia things, aren't you?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Not that we want them to go down just because there's a pub quiz coming up. So,
But no, if it means winning the pub quiz.
well, talking of pub quizzes, here's a nice link for you. So, seamless. Yeah, we want it perfect.
It's like we planned it.
So, as with last week, we had a pub quiz. We're a pub, you got it. And so we're going to have another one this week. And I know you struggle a little bit. And, do you think you can do better this week?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, you won last week, didn't you?
I did win.
You did win, didn't you?
I did win.
Yeah.
That's how I struggled.
Well, first one, you went, oh, bloody hell, we can't do this. It's too
Alright, well, I was
no whinging this
I was a
time.
bit of a girl last week. Right? So now I know
all
what
these
to do.
all these questions are about Nottingham Forest.
Oh, that's it. I might have
Between
it.
1982 and 1990.
Oh,
Right.
fucking well.
Yes, Ryan Clark.
Stank Collymore.
Okay.
I don't think I want to play that.
Oh, not early, I'm gonna buzz it out.
If my buzzer finishes before it, I guess
Yeah, let's get a good one. So this week's prize, last week, obviously was an absolute cracker. It was a signed photograph of the England legend that is Tony Dorigo.
That is hanging in my
Who his face would be like, who the hell is Tony Dorigo? Do you remember Tony Dorigo?
When was he about?
Archie's 4 years old. How can you remember Tony
Yes.
He's sitting there drinking a hooch and you ask him if he knows who Tony Dorigo is.
Okay, I'm not going to go into that. So we're going into that one. He's an England legend.
Legend.
Left back.
God, is he ever?
It was when Leeds were good. Long time.
Long time ago.
A long time, yeah.
Well, they cut back to it, ain't they?
Oh, right, okay. I'm going to borrow this pen because I'm keeping score.
Okay.
Okay. There's a prize on offer, Arch.
So that's really
No,
bad.
you didn't watch the last episode.
I'm really excited for this.
Are you excited?
I'm going to get really excited to press the button, but I need to win as well.
It's excitement week. You can go away if you want.
Yeah, I wouldn't advise it though.
I would take
After
this
what
with
they did to me,
me.
after what they did to me last time, I would not
He
advise
didn't watch the last
getting
one,
up
so-
from this toilet, getting up from this
I
table.
don't intend to. I've got a spare money.
Right, let's do this.
Fingers on buzzers. Only 4 Spanish players have scored a Premier League hat-trick. Can you name them? Point for each.
Oh wait, is it going to be straight away? Alright, Torres,
1 point.
Murray and Ez.
That's it. You can't do any more.
Oh, can I not keep going?
Anyone else? This is quite long, your buzzer.
It's got to be Diego Costa.
Diego Costa, yes.
What am I doing? I've got enough more.
We're on level 2, yeah? You can't buzz
I
anymore.
can't buzz anymore, can I?
No, you can buzz again now.
Oh.
Yeah. Who was your first one? It was just
Torres.
It was Torres, yeah. I'm going to have to shorten your buzzer next
I've
week.
completely forgotten.
You've done my buzzer.
Luis Garcia.
No. For God's sake.
Spanish.
2 missing. Yes.
David Silva.
No.
Reyes. Antonio Reyes.
No.
Nice.
You put your hand up.
Mata.
No.
I thought it was right, actually.
So I'll tell you where. So there's 2 more. So one's an easy one is a bit tougher. The easier one was played at Arsenal. And if I'm trying to figure who else he played, City.
Spanish.
Yeah. Well, focus on the Arsenal, that's the easy one. Now ideas, gonna have to press you or.
No. No, you've done us.
Are we going to kick
no,
ourselves?
so you
What are you
both-
saying?
We are going to kick ourselves because one's easy.
Yeah, but sort of easy, yeah. Santi Cazorla.
I was.
I've got a time's up. Time's up. A harder one.
Did you not just say Man City though?
Yes,
Oh, wait, Man
Arsenal
City?
and-
The Grado.
No.
No.
And this last one is worth 2 points.
Go on.
Played for Wigan. Plays for Wigan.
haven't got a clue.
Gomez. Jordan Gomez.
Hello now!
No way!
Archie!
He's not having that.
One ahead with, so it's 3-1. Okay.
3-1.
But that hooch is powering him to the
Oh my
thing.
God, right.
Question number 2. Alan Shearer is the Premier League's all-time top scorer. Who is number 2?
I know this one. Because my son was questioning me on Premier League top goal scorer.
Really?
Ian Rush.
Ian Rush.
Yes! Thank you, Mitchell. Sorry. He was questioning me a couple of months ago, and I remembered that.
Well, it's still 3-1, really.
A 3-2.
Actually, it's a bonus point here.
I got one, didn't I?
No.
Yes, I did.
Yeah. So it's 2-3-2 scores.
Yeah.
You got Costa.
Yeah.
For a bonus point though, on this question, which former Arsenal, Nottingham Forest and Leeds player sits at number 7 in the all-time scoring charts, above the likes of Thierry Henry, Ian Wright,
yes.
Frank Lampard,
I see this the
and
other
Liz
day.
Ferdinand?
Oh, I saw this the other day.
Oh, you're killing me. Say again.
Which former Arsenal, Nottingham Forest and Leeds United player sits at number 7 in the charts, above Thierry Henry, Ian Wright, Frank Lampard and Liz Ferdinand? Also played at West Ham.
Ian Wright. No, you said Ian Wright, not Ian Wright.
It's above Ian Wright.
Wright.
I need a countdown.
It's not Bentner, is it? No.
Not Lord.
No, it's not. I just thought of Arsenal, not the Forest. It's
You've got it on the brain.
I know I have.
Lord Bentner.
Lord Bentner. You putting that poison in my brain.
Archie, I don't think you've got much chance this one. He's
I heard it the other day, though.
Yeah.
I was watching something and it listed the top 10.
It just surprised me, which is what I just chucked in. But it's Lee Chapman.
Really?
Lee Chapman is number 7 all-time scorer.
Shut
Yeah.
the back door.
I know. But he didn't play till he played till he was 52, didn't he?
Yeah.
So it's easy days.
That's a good trivia quiz.
That's a good one. That's
Well
well
played.
Okay, which player holds a record for all-time Premier League assists?
Frank Lampard?
No.
I'm not going to press my buzzer.
Oh,
but-
actually.
What about
can I-
Gerrard?
No. Go again.
Thierry Henry?
No.
Right, it's got to be a midfielder. Let's work this back.
Yeah, big egg time.
Skulls.
No, of course not.
Fabregas?
Yes.
Fabregas. Point there for Joe. Well
Well
done.
played.
Well done. 102 assists.
I was working backwards from Gerrard
He's
Lampard.
going. Who else?
Who else has been around a long time?
Done well. Okay, who is the only player to have scored in a Champions League final, FA Cup final, UEFA Cup final, and League Cup final?
Drogba?
Oh.
I was thinking that.
Henri.
No.
I'm not going to press that because
We've
we've only got 25 minutes
Memory
on this.
cards.
Right, yeah, exactly. Sorry.
Anelka.
No.
What was it? Champions League?
Only player to have scored in a Champions League final, FA Cup final, UEFA
Lampard.
Cup final. No. And League Cup final.
Gerrard.
Gerrard is the answer.
Gerrard.
Well done. Oh, John and Archie both on 3. Joe lagging behind on 1.
Leeds slipping. It's
Oh.
like Spurs, isn't it?
You started so well.
Question number 5. Who is the only player to have scored in Glasgow, Merseyside and Manchester derbies?
Douglas.
Nope.
I'm waiting to put this down.
Alright,
I'm just
yeah.
thinking.
Right, Glasgow, Merseyside, and
Manchester.
Barton.
No.
Ah.
The legend, Joe Barton. Oh, this dead time is really exciting for everyone. It's a bit of a toughie.
it is a tough
A bit of a toughie.
London, Scotland, Merseyside.
No.
Can I give you a clue?
Yeah, please.
Okay, he is Russian / Soviet Union / CIS.
Kanchelskis.
Andrei Kanchelskis. Yes.
Andre Kanchelskis.
John wins again.
Yes!
Okay.
Unbeaten. That is it.
It's all over. There was a deciding question.
But we didn't need it.
We didn't need it.
Because I'm brilliant.
Well, let's
Sorry,
do it
question.
for 5 points.
No! Shut up, Joe. No.
If you get it bang on, you win. Like,
No, I'm not having it. No way.
Alright, I don't want to cause up.
No, go on. You got to ask the question now.
You got to ask a question.
Ask the question, but I've won.
Ahmed Hussein of Egypt is the world's most capped player. How many international caps does he have? If you get bang on.
173.
I'd say.
Can we put a region to it, like 200, 300, 300, 400?
No. He said
400 international caps would be mint.
Yeah, exactly. He'd have been
He's played
playing
every game ever. For
He'd have been playing in the womb. What did you say? 173?
I said 173. Yeah. Could be more. That could be.
I'm going to go 252.
And 237.
184.
Wow.
Close.
So I am the winner.
No, you're not. 5 points to be bang on. I know. Is this going next to my Tony Drago?
This is. Now this one, okay,
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
let me just say, this prize comes courtesy of one of Britain's finest actors.
Oh my god.
52 minutes of the most side-splittingly hilarious thing you'll ever watch in your life. He's Danny Dyer's funniest football.
Oh, I love Danny Dyer. I love football. Thanks, Danny.
Yeah.
Cheers, mate.
No expense spared.
Oh,
we
my
do on this
God.
show.
Oh, this was your £10 budget thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was way under.
Yeah, I bet it was. Who's got a DVD player anymore?
I was going to get a VHS.
I'll put for the
Beat it, man.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you very much.
Okay, now it's time to look at this week's stories. So, I guess the big story this week is Cameroon winning the African Nations. Does anyone actually watch
Did
the
you
African
see
Nations?
that goal?
The winning goal was a good one.
Oh, mate, that was unreal.
It was good.
I
It
did
took
think
it
about
well.
the eye foot, but I took it well.
I hadn't seen it.
Oh,
I only
wow.
saw today on the
Well, both
website.
the goals
So
were good.
he had two defenders coming in at him here, and the first centre half gone down to enter it at, and he just picked his foot up, put it over the top of his head, squeezed him between both of them, took it on the volley, put it bottom corner. It was,
88th minute as well.
it was literally.
You enjoyed that, didn't you? You enjoyed even talking about that, didn't you?
You know what? It's making me need to wear even more.
Is it?
Do you remember what was his name? Do you know his name?
A Bubakar, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Plays for Besiktas, yeah.
He looks a very good player, but
Oh, he's good. Like I actually follow Besiktas quite a bit. Like, he's been a big man this year.
I mean, as a goalkeeper yourself, do you think that a goalkeeping coach has ever set foot on African soil?
No, never.
Some of the kids. Oh no, it's so bad.
Did
Did you see
Picking
that
your
one?
own foot?
Did you see it? Yeah, the one that tried to take the goal kick?
Yeah,
That was ridiculous.
That is amazing.
Did you see that? Did you see
bad.
that?
No, I didn't see it.
He's run up, honestly, he's run up to take the goal kick, right?
Yeah.
Obviously wasting time. So he's run up to there, he's thought, I could have wasted a bit of time. He tripped himself
Oh no, I
up.
did see this.
Got up
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Absolutely
Brilliant.
embarrassing.
Brilliant.
There's some real funny goalkeeping moments. Most of them are actually on Danny Dyer's funniest football foul.
I can't watch Danny Dyer's fan.
Are you trying to get him on the show?
Enough about Danny Dyer and his hilarious football
Oh,
foul.
I can't wait to watch it, Danny.
Does anyone actually watch competitions? You watch it? I mean, it's a weird one, isn't it? African Nations.
I
Was it?
watched
You
any
know
of
what?
it.
When the final was on, I saw it, but I couldn't find it on TV. Was it broadcast?
Eurosport.
Oh, was
Oh,
it?
Eurosport.
It's usually
Yeah.
ITV, isn't it? But now
Yeah, I thought it was
Eurosport.
ITV4 or something,
Yeah.
but
I haven't seen any of it.
It's strange because there's like
It was
some
on.
amazing players in the team, but there's just
Yeah.
some real.
It's like the likes of, what do you call it, Ivory Coast. They usually have the like Tories in there, didn't they? But they didn't have them this year. Like, they just don't seem to want to play for it.
they retired, didn't they? I think to
That helps. That's just part of the problem.
I just thought they
You drop a player like Torre,
Yeah.
it's going to cost you.
Eto and all that.
Probably, yeah. He's in his 30s now, anyway. Normally,
yeah.
Talking of substandard football, Celtic won 5-2 and have gone 27 points clear at the top of the
Close, isn't it?
SPL.
Yeah.
I mean,
Close, isn't it?
it's ridiculous.
It's close.
What is the point?
Yeah.
Does anyone get the? I'm sorry to offend any Scottish people, but it's crap. So
It is crap.
It's so bad.
It
Even
is.
as a Scottish, I don't care. Even if you're a Celtic fan, you must think that's boring.
Even as
It's
not
not
a
much.
Forest fan, I think it's crap. That's saying something.
It's just, is there any league anywhere else in the world that you think of that it's like such a gulf between the?
La Liga's
weird.
close because
Yeah, La
there's
Liga's
only
like
really
4
Barcelona,
teams, is that?
Real Madrid, Seville,
And Atletico. That's
Atletico
it.
really.
Mm.
But it's not like the two that are in Scotland. I thought Aberdeen were going to give it a shout this year. They started
Second,
well.
Are they second?
Oh,
Second,
no,
Rangers
Rangers.
third.
Oh, Rangers.
Oh, Rangers are third. So
I
it
think
must
give
be
it,
a
give
bit
it
of
another
a-
year or two. I think Rangers will start to get back
Yeah.
to what they used to be.
There'll be a 2 horse race instead of a 1 horse race.
Yeah.
It's just
Ridiculous.
boring, though,
It's
isn't it?
just
No, you know it's a bad
ridiculous.
league when Scott Sinclair looks like he's Messi, doesn't he?
Dembele came on in the 55th minute. I think they scored that trick. So I don't even
nice.
have 4 games to score actually.
That's just
Where do you think
ridiculous.
he'll end up then, Bele? Because Chelsea were
Apparently. Well, apparently they weren't. I
really?
know. Apparently it was just all. Yeah.
fake news.
Fake news, yeah.
Fake
It's
talk.
January transfer window, isn't it? You've got to make up
Yeah.
something. But he's a good player, but whether he, you wouldn't do that in.
Whether we're doing
in
England.
the Premier. I always say that about Messi. I mean, Messi's absolute quality, but he wouldn't be as good in
No.
the Premier League. It is a tougher league, like from
He
top to
didn't,
bottom.
he didn't score in England, did he, for a long time until he scored against Man City last season, I think.
Okay, so after that,
Yeah.
he's done right since then. But yeah, no, he did
That's a
struggle.
very scrappy league,
Yeah.
like Premier League. Like, it's literally everyone is fighting for the points. It doesn't matter if it's the top or bottom. It's always been a good game.
Sometimes one team sort of runs away with it, though, don't they?
No. Who could you be talking about?
Who does he support?
Yeah.
Strange one. After 380 league games, Peter Crouch has hit 100 goals. Now, actually, I've always been a fan of Crouchy.
I like Crouchy.
Because he's funny as well. He's just, I mean, just ever since he's done the robot, I've been a fan, to be honest.
For someone so
Your
tall,
thoughts?
he's got good feet as well, Crouch. He's not just like a Jan Collar, like target man getting
Yeah.
on the ball, sort of. My dad's always been a Crouch. My dad thinks Crouch should still play for England.
Yeah.
Even now, he loves him.
I
Loves
used to
the
think
bloke.
when he was at Spurs, when we had that little Champions League spell.
Those 2 games.
Yeah.
No, he didn't get against Inter. That season, he had a good year. And that, oh well, I don't know if you remember it, the goal against City. That little edge of the box, took down his chest, overhead kick. Do you not remember that, John?
I remember that.
Oh, it's
Edge of the box.
That's beautiful.
He's having a bit of a revival, isn't he?
He does, isn't he? He
I
goes
didn't think
quiet.
I'd see him again, and then all of a sudden I'm
At
contemplating
nowhere.
putting him in my fantasy team.
Yeah.
It's like Defoe though, isn't it? Defoe's smashing it. Like
Yeah,
that.
he's always been a scorer.
Defoe's always been a scorer.
Defoe's just.
I was looking at the stats when he got his 100. How many games it took him to get to the 100? Then you look at the likes of Shearer, who got nearly another 40 odd.
Well, Suarez got his 100 in 120.
Exactly. That shows how good
After
Suarez
380.
was. Exactly.
Like, it's just crazy, isn't it?
It's like 3.8 to get to 100. 3.8 games,
Yeah.
a goal.
Yeah.
That's not a great ratio,
It's not
is
great
it, for a
ratio.
striker?
But he does. He's a nightmare to play against.
Oh, I can't imagine defending against him. Even
Playing
trying to
against
come for a
Danny
corner,
Longlegs, isn't it?
trying to come for a corner against him must be nearly impossible because he'll let jump you, even if you've got a 1.5 foot reach with your arms going up. You know what I mean? It's you can't.
Nah,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous.
It is.
I always love Crouch for that quote. I don't know if it's true or not, but when someone asked him what he'd be if he weren't a footballer,
I was single.
no, he'd only be a virgin.
I wonder why Abby Clancy fancies him so much.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Did you see that one where he was dancing on Ibiza and he put her on his shoulders and he was like battered and he snapped it?
No,
That's a long
did
way
he?
before.
That
Yeah.
is.
Someone lucky just kind of caught her, but he was battered. That's why I love him though. He's just down to earth.
I like
great.
Crouchy.
I'm just looking at my phone actually because my next sort of point is that Frank Lampard's announced his retirement.
Yep.
And so you have to kind of, absolute
Legend.
legends.
Absolute legend, yeah.
West Ham made him who he is.
Yep.
And
He wasn't in the Forest though, was he? No. Thank God.
Stop clapping.
Thank God.
So, academy football. So this sort of begs the question: Frank Lampard, Scholes, as you kind of mentioned, Gerrard or Barton, who is the best? Who would you go for? I'm just checking the Twitter poll that we ran earlier while you chat amongst that.
My vote, which I said to Mark earlier, will be Scholes. I think he was the best player of his generation. And when my son's told me this, when Zidane was asked who's the best player, what's it like being the best player in the world? Zidane was quoted as saying, go and ask Paul Scholes. And when Zidane says you're the best player in the world, that's something, isn't it?
Do you remember the thing actually today that Zidane has never been caught offside in his career? He was never
I
offside.
see that. Yeah.
Mad.
It's crazy.
I was going to include that, I thought no one would get it. But that is an
ridiculous,
amazing
isn't it?
stat. But then he just plays through people, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Quality.
So my vote's Scholes. I think we know yours.
Yeah,
I think we know yours.
Barton.
Yeah.
No, obviously I'm going to say Lampard. I mean, I don't know. I think, to be honest, I always thought Lampard is. For me, it's between Lampard and Scholes because you look at what Scholes achieved.
Yeah.
You look at what Lampard achieved and the trophies that they've got in their cabinets, and you look at what Gerrard achieved. You can say he was playing in a well, I would say he was playing in a worse team
It's like standards.
than Chelsea. And Gerrard did. I think Gerrard gets a lot of praise because he seemed to pull that team through games. But I think when you look at how consistent Lampard was, more goals than Gerrard, more assists than Gerrard,
Yeah.
won the league, you know, won the Champions League. I know Gerrard did as well.
Yeah.
But I think for what Lampard achieved, and you know, Scholes as well. Obviously, you know, he won the league. Double figures or something. He won the league, so
yeah.
Champions League as well. Was he twice? Was he playing when he won it again? Yeah, he must have
No,
been.
I think he was
99
in
and
two.
08?
No, I think he sat out the 99 one, didn't he? He was
Did
playing
he?
with Roy Keane, wasn't he? Was he? I'm not quite sure.
Well, I mean, he was part of that. He
Yeah,
was part of
he
that
got
team
on there.
anyway.
I think he
yeah,
got on
so-
there. I think he, for some reason I remember he was banned for the final.
Yeah,
I'm not quite sure. I might be completely wrong, but
yeah, I don't know. I think tackling Lampard was much better than Scholes.
yeah.
I think he
For
tipped
someone
it
who's
there.
such a good player, Scholes could not tackle.
He seemed to get away. He 2-foot someone in the knee, and everyone would go,
Yeah.
"Oh, that's Scholes.
That's a
He can't tackle, can he? That's Scholes."
Typical Scholes
Typical
tackle,
Scholes.
isn't
Oh,
it?
that's that little scamp kind of thing. He
That
used to get
little
away with
ginger
it somehow.
scamp.
But I think Lampard all round to his game, and I think I mean Scholes probably did the same. I don't know as much about Scholes as Lampard, but how much effort he put into being a footballer,
Yeah.
Frank Lampard as
Yeah.
well. He was always on
Yeah, he's
practicing free
supposed to be.
kicks, corners, set pieces.
Train
First
like
one on the pitch, last one off the training
Exactly.
pitch.
Yeah.
So that
model
shows dedication.
professional
Yeah.
by all accounts. So.
I can say that the Twitter poll actually put Frank Lampard as the best,
Really?
with Joey Barton second.
Yeah.
Questions the credibility of
People not taking it as seriously as we are.
Yeah, Gerrard third. I had Vieira because I think Vieira was better.
Vieira was excellent.
Better than Scholes.
But Vieira did do it probably
Maybe
as
it's
long
long.
as
No, maybe not.
Lampard and
Yeah.
Scholes and Gerrard. Archie?
I'd say Lampard as well. I think
Archie?
Lampard's absolutely.
I think I was with Scholes, to be honest.
You go with Scholes?
Scholes, yeah. sort of
2-2.
takes it. Yeah, 2-2.
I've always been more Gerrard, but
Well, we'll let the Peter 12 just, you know, that's got to decide.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
People have spoken.
People have spoken. Just Joe Barton's family are retweeting like crazy at the moment.
And lastly, we're going to talk about, we mentioned sort of Manchester United earlier, and the best free transfer. Could Ibrahimovic be best free transfer ever? And while you ponder that,
They're sixth.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but he's got 6, otherwise they'd be 10th or something. Let me read out 3 other potential contenders.
Go on then.
Sol Campbell, Tottenham to Arsenal, integral part of the Invincibles, winning 2 Premier League titles, 3 FA Cups, and reaching a Champions League final.
Archie's
I know that's
crying.
a swear word.
You do know he's crying
Swear
into his
word.
hood.
You have to bring up John Blasdale.
You've really got the town and Archie in this one, I must say.
Archie, come back for the next one, yeah?
I'll be back next week.
Another one is Andrea Pirlo.
Must be fucking sure.
Where's that bucket?
Pirlo.
Pirlo went to AC Milan to Juventus, and then ended up being a key player for Italy, reaching the Euro 2012 final, nominated for a Ballon d'Or.
Oh.
He was a freeman.
No, he was.
Shut
Yeah,
up.
Right, that's got to be straight off.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
And last one, this is for the keeper, because I knew he was coming on, and obviously your keeper as well. So Brad Friedel, Liverpool Blackburn, was an understudy to Sander Westerveld, but went on to play 287 games for Blackburn. So I know he didn't win much, but he was probably one of the most consistent keepers
He was good at
in the
that,
Premier
I'll
League.
give him that.
Yeah,
He was excellent.
Yeah, he's a quality keeper.
Yeah.
But
No, I think Pirlo wins my vote all day.
you
Brad
have-
Friedel was the 4th best free transfer you could find.
I've got that time.
You did do our research on the last question,
Yeah.
obviously.
I really got that time.
That was a throw-in at the last minute question, wasn't it?
I had 2 keepers on. I've got to keep them out.
The fact I didn't know Pirlo was a Freeman's,
Yeah.
I'd have to go Pirlo.
Yeah.
But
That's
he's playing in the
ridiculous,
Italy,
for free.
Italy League as well, though. But
Yeah, but you got. Yeah, but he done it in World Cups,
yeah,
Euros.
yeah, it's got to be Pirlo.
He proved himself, didn't he?
Good choice. Good
Yeah, I
choice.
think so.
I mean, Ibrahimovic, they might win the league. Apparently, he's signed another year, isn't he?
Yeah, but the thing
They win
is,
the league next season.
if they win the league, and Rashford will learn so much
Yeah.
from him as well, and that's only going to be good for England, for English football. You know, if he managed to break into the England team.
Yeah.
Mm.
But
Is he going to get the minutes at United, though?
No,
Rashford
not
or
at the moment.
Mourinho?
not at the moment. He started though.
Could he be another Makeda?
Oh, Federico
Oh.
Makeda.
Yeah.
Oh,
Question about him,
Great start.
I
Great start.
love
and
Makeda.
then-
Yeah.
He was at Forest. He ended up at
Everyone's at bloody
He
Forest.
ended up at Forest. Federico Makeda for about 2 months, I think it was. And I think
Really?
he's not there now. Couldn't afford him. That was it.
No, but you see a lot with some of these players that they come out. I mean, that Gabriel Jesus or Jesus at City.
Yeah.
Oh,
He looks a world beater
he's
already,
master,
but you know.
Keeping Aguero, I'd say.
His movement off the ball.
Yeah, all right.
Mental.
Yeah.
So which is the best free transfer your club's ever signed?
You know what we're not going to say. It's not going to be Bender. I don't know. I don't know for Forest. I'll let you guys answer first, and I'll have a little think because we've had so many free transfers. It's unbelievable.
I think the man on the back of my shirt, Balak.
Oh,
Yeah.
was he free?
Yeah,
That's even better than some of the ones that you come up
I was
with.
going to, but I wanted a keeper.
Friedel or Balak?
Yeah, Friedel or Balak.
No, Balak. I love Balak at Chelsea. Same with
Didn't he
same.
have some sort of disease? Is that why he went on wonky?
When did he go all wonky? He's just German, isn't he?
No, yeah, surely he's only like in a real illness, which is why it kept him out for a while.
No, I don't know. I think when Balak came to Chelsea, he turned 30. I think when Pirlo went to Juventus as well, everyone was saying, you know, it was back in the day when footballers used to smoke and drink. Once they got to 30, they'd worn themselves out. Whereas now you see Lampard and Gerrard, they're playing much later, and I think it took people a while to catch up with that. And some of these players that were over 30, people were writing them off. And then players like Pirlo and Balak, they still did it until they was 34, 35 on Pirlo.
Yeah,
He was nearly 40.
He just picked a pass anyway.
He couldn't defend though.
No.
He just did not defend. I see there's a YouTube.
Did Pirlo?
Yeah.
Did you see the thing of him at New York? They put him on front post.
Yeah, that's what I was going to talk about. The art of defending by Pirlo. He literally just stands on the post, like that, just watching everything. Ball comes over, doesn't move. Bang the net. That's it. He doesn't even make an attempt, does he? It's brilliant. I can't think of a Forest free transfer that's been any good.
Tough.
Is it Tottenham?
I'm trying to think of any free transfer I've had, to be honest. I don't really
get free transfers, like really good ones.
I don't know if we got Brad
Premier League.
Friedel on a free transfer, but
I'm not sure we paid anything for Ian Wright. Probably not the best player, I wouldn't say the best best one we've had, but West Ham.
We might have got Righty on a Freeman's.
Yeah.
I don't think we paid anything for him. Come on.
if you give me a minute to look up free transfers for Spurs, I'll actually tell you. But
We're not prepared.
nothing.
Because this question was in last week's show, which we did ask you to research.
Yeah. Did you not watch it last week? Did you not bring notes? Did your mum not write your notes down for you before you came
this
out?
week. All she did was drop me down.
He had his exercise book with crosses in it.
Exactly. It's like homework, Archie.
He also had his white Tottenham shirt, but his mum put him with his school jumper, so he ran. It went pink.
No, that's not what you needed in life. So, coming back next week is Archie.
That's it, you're forgetting here later.
Yeah.
I'll be back to rip you next week.
If we're more prepared this week.
Notes will be like this.
Yeah, but will you be able to read them? There might have some long words in there.
Well, a few more inches on there, which means nothing.
Okay, any players within your clubs at the moment that you would happily give a free transfer to?
But the Lord, he's got to go.
Bender, yeah.
Yeah, he's got to go. He's awful. Absolutely awful.
Is he actually starting or is he
No.
coming in?
No, just take the salary.
Massive salary, probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Must
He's
be.
got to go.
Kevin Wimmer. We can't stand him, that centre back we've got that's replacing Vertonghen. Oh my lord, he can't defend to save his life. Harry's actually got in a Spurs team.
Alright, Arch.
I don't know.
I feel like I'm opening a can of worms.
Step away from the hooch.
This is where we are. This is so infuriating. I blame him for a few drop points. Like, goals we are conceding because of him are ridiculous. Like, he actually, against City, he actually played well, but it's against little teams. He's just let us down and he's so consistent. Like, as a centre half, you do not look to give the ball away in your own half. Like, you don't even look to give the ball away in your own half as any player.
No.
He looks like he's trying to give it away. He passes into open space here, but there's no one on the end of it apart from an opposition player. He's so frustrating to watch. He never tracks his man.
Good then.
He's out of this world. Better than Pirlo.
Chelsea?
No, I don't think so. I think the
No, we're all too good for you, lot.
Yeah.
No, I think
Wouldn't give up any of my squad.
no, I think that Ivanovic has gone, Oscar's gone, Mikel's gone. I think they were the players that are on the fringes that you wouldn't mind seeing going. And then when you look at the bench, I think, you know, what's going to happen with JT next season? Don't know.
Yeah.
You know, you can see him going or retiring and taking up another role at the club. But apart from that, the bench you have Willian or Pedro.
Yeah,
you've got the kids
strong
and stuff.
through,
There's-
isn't
Do
there's
you
no
think like
point.
JT would actually give up and go into a coaching role or go and like milk it up in China while you got the opportunity.
He could take a season in China, couldn't
Yeah,
he?
he's good enough.
He's
Isn't he?
in China.
He's
I
a big
don't-
enough name, isn't he? That's what they're looking for.
He's Chelsea through and through, though, isn't he? I don't know if he would. If I
He's
think
not
if
skinned,
the
is he?
well, yeah. I think if the
Yeah.
club said to him at the end of this season, look, you're not going to get games, we're not going to give you another contract, but come into the folders, do your
Yeah.
badges, or if you want to go China, we'll respect that. We'll see where it is in 12 months. I think he'd stay at Chelsea and just move into that. I don't think he'd go to. Personally, I don't think he'd go to China. Who knows? Maybe he would. But you see, I mean, you talk about going to China for the money, but you also got to live in China for a year and play in a tom-tier league, isn't it? So
Yeah, but it would be an experience, wouldn't it? It's blowing. It's actually
Yeah.
exploding out there at the moment. The players are going out there. They're
yeah,
throwing
it's
so
half,
much.
it's half stadium still in China. They've just reduced the number of foreign players there.
Yeah, I was about to say, they've
Yeah.
shut that down. That's
Yeah.
that's a biggie, isn't it?
But I think a lot of players would just go for the money. 1 year.
Well, it's silly money.
It is.
It's ridiculous.
It is.
I know, like, you're an £100 a week, but if someone's saying you're £300 a week, it's a lot. For a season. It's your holiday, it's a working holiday. Do you think he's the sort of person that would come back and manage Chelsea one day?
Yeah, I mean, you don't really know, do you, until you see him try and manage somewhere, because it's not always the best players that make the best managers, is it? In fact, I think there's a sort of inverse correlation there between how good a player is and how good a manager he makes. But I have my doubts about JT and Lampard coming back and being able to manage at the highest level. I mean, obviously as a Chelsea fan, you'd love to see John Terry, winning the Prem with Chelsea as a manager.
I'm not sure if Lampard's got a nasty enough streak about authority.
See, I saw Gerrard was doing punditry the other day in the Liverpool game, and he looked like he still had a real bite about him. And I thought, mate, I could see him being a manager with that attitude. Where I'm not sure. Sometimes you need to have that nastiness as a manager in you.
Yeah.
You can't be nice all the time. And I'm not sure if a lot of players maybe have that in it. But only time will tell, I suppose.
It's about wanting to do it as well, becoming a manager. It's such a hard job, isn't it?
Yeah.
You have to want to be a manager. No point in just saying you're a great player, be a manager.
Yeah, it's a lot of people probably see it as a natural progression, which maybe they think it's just an option, so they'll go and try it. But as you say, you got to want to be a manager to be a manager.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Cool.
Okay. That brings us to the end of the show this week. Do remember to follow us on Twitter. We're putting the Twitter handles up here. This is an infographic that'll go in. Looks really cool. I like it. That's being weird.
Just that way.
Smooth. I like to do smooth. I'd like to thank John, Archie, and Joe for coming in and being part of the show. Join us next week to see if we can find an Arsenal fan or if they're still going to be hiding anywhere. Thanks very much. See you next week.
See you later.
Bye.